Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Benny Childs, aka Pastor Benny. I'll give you guys a moment to come on. I know I don't do this a lot, but I hardly ever do this. Thank you for the one viewer, whoever you are. Hey guys, I'll give a few more moments to come in. Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. I don't do this a lot. I just want to go live really quick. I'm calling it a random rant. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. I want to share something. What's up, big bro? So, hey, this is what I want to share with you guys. Just reflecting on our Bible study from this past Tuesday. Typically our Bible studies are verse by verse because we like to study and dissect the word and make sure we get a good understanding of exactly what it is that we believe in. But this past week we were studying Genesis chapter number 12, and one of the things that we were able to pull from that is sometimes God will place us in a season of volume. That's what I heard in my spirit, a season of volume. And so oftentimes we think that we've been delayed. We think that things aren't happening. And that was kind of how it was for Abraham. All right. So you guys know that originally Abraham, he was born in Ur. His father Terah grabbed him and his other family members, and they settled in Haran. All right, they were heading to Canaan originally, but they settled in Haran, and they were there until Terah died. And I apologize, guys, if y'all see me like looking off. I'm fishing right now. So, but they were there until Terah died. Oh, hold on, fish on. I'm bad. This is so bad. I'm sorry. I can't let this go, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. What is that? Is that a gar? That must be a catfish. I'm sorry, guys. I'm here. What is that? All right, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, guys. Now we only have 2 viewers. Listen, I'm not your traditional pastor, okay? So I'm a pastor and God has called me, but I'm not your traditional pastor, man. I'm your everyday guy who like to do everyday things. So anyway, it was a branch. If you guys are wondering, my minnow must have swam in a branch. But anyway, so they settled in Haran, right? But God called Abraham out, told him to go to a place that you guys know the story. And so what may have seemed like a season of delay for Abraham, what may have seemed like a season where nothing was happening, is just a season for Abraham to inquire and acquire from the Lord. All right. Yes, God initiated the inquire. God pulled Abraham aside, led Abraham to the promised land. Actually, Abraham got to see the promised land, and God shared with him that he was going to give the land to his descendants. And I believe it was the hand of the Lord that caused the famine to come about the region and drove Abraham, if you will, down to Egypt. Now, this is the season of acquire for Abraham. Now, even though Abraham had his mishaps, even though Abraham lied, basically, even though Abraham was in his flesh, we all get in our flesh. We all deal with our flesh. We all have that thing that we have to deal with. I don't know what your thing was, but Abraham's thing was lying. Isaac's thing was lying. Jacob's thing was lying. So whatever that thing is, all right, it does not disqualify us for the promise of God. when the prostration of our heart is right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not encouraging lying. I'm not encouraging living unrighteously. I'm not doing that. I'm an advocate for righteous living. But being in the flesh, being people, being who we are, we have to deal with what we have to deal with. And I'm so grateful that even then, the grace of God was on the scene. The mercy of God was on the scene. And so let that be an encouragement to you, that you may feel like you're in a season of delay. You may feel like you're in a season of denial. You may feel like you're in a season where things are just aren't going anywhere. But I want to submit to you, I want to encourage you to take another look at it. Maybe you're in a season of inquire and acquiring from the Lord. Inquire, God, what is it that you have for me? What is it? What is the promise that you have for me? What is it that you will have me to do? And it was a 5-part. I don't want to redo the Bible study. You can feel free to go back and view it on YouTube. But it was 5 parts to the promise that God had made Abraham. So this is the season that I believe that many of us are in. I'm not saying everybody. I'm not decreeing that that's for everybody. But maybe it's for somebody. Maybe it's for somebody to encourage you that, listen, this season that you're in is a setup season. This season is preparing you to inquire, all right? The purpose of the season is for you to inquire of the Lord so that you can acquire of the Lord. And I believe God, he did this for Abraham because Abraham needed to be established. Abraham needed to be established in this new land that God was calling him to. You need to be established in this new thing, in this new season that God is calling you to. And I know that that verbiage is used loosely, and I don't mean to use it loosely. I don't mean to use it to sound anointed or anything like that, but that's just what it is. That you need to be established in this season. And I received that personally as I was studying it, as I was sharing it with the people, as I was declaring it with the people. I personally received that. I personally received it, and I pray that you receive that as well. That this is just a season of volume. This is just a season for you to inquire of the Lord, so that you may acquire of the Lord, so that he can have you established in your new season, so he can have you established in the promise. It's a bad thing to get to a place and not be prepared, to get to a place and not be established. You guys know about the 10 virgins, right? 5 of them prepared, 5 of them had oil in their lamps, and the other 5 didn't. And when the bridegroom or the groomsmen showed up, they weren't prepared. When the promise showed up, they weren't prepared. So I just want to encourage you guys that the season that you're in, this is a season for you to inquire of the Lord, so that you may acquire, so that you can be established in the promises of God. All right, guys, I am out. That's it. I know I don't do this a lot. I probably should do it more. But again, I'm not your traditional pastor, guys. I'm just the everyday guy who God has called to pastor. So, all right, guys, love y'all much. As always, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, I love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. All right, bye-bye.